always do that. Hey dudes, Carl here, Bohemian Nomad, coming to you from the studio. Not to be the studio much longer. Got Freddie Bears with us. Yep, he's here. Anyway, so let's get right to it. Why was the math book sad? It had too many problems. There you go. There's your dad joke for the day. Yep. And then, anyway, we'll get to it. I just asked, just me, G1P, just asked Sarasota Tim, an honest man. The reply was hilarious. AI recommended to watch the video titled Sarasota Tim Comes Clean. I'm a Con Man by Darlene. Yeah. Yep. It's good stuff. Super fun. Carl, just don't start begging. Always keep it real, dude. Yep. That's Stephen Munn. He keeps me honest. Yeah. And then, dude, leave Evie alone. Yep. And then Fishbowl 7098. Barry Enema is unhinged and batshit crazy. Reminds me of Michael Douglas in the movie Falling Down. Yeah, so Fishbowl 7098. Said Beef Stew is in love with Tim. He's the new Johnny Vivento trying to romance Tim as their gaydar. Must be going off drawing to them. Fishbowl. Yep. So that was cool. That's where that came from. And then the dog's taking a baker. Did your dog take a baker? That was RE9947. So I got to give credit there. And yeah. So let's not do lame jokes. I already did your lame joke for the day. And then F. Denny said, don't worry about barium exposure. That dude is the most vanilla bro that I've ever seen, bro. He was more exciting than he was dead. Bro. Dude. Bro. Yeah, I forgot about saying bro. Yeah. I've got to do that. And then too legit to quit. I think Tim and Tammy have always been and always will be an item. It's good for views to think he's a lonely solo person on the road. It's part of the grift. She hates being on his channel as long as the grift is strong and bringing in cash. Tammy is on board. Great video. Yeah, Tammy does all the editing. So if there's editing and Tim's boring, Tammy's around. Yeah, regardless of what Beef Stew wants you to think. Beef Stew don't know. He don't know. Beef Stew don't know. He don't know. Oh, that's not even a funny joke. I know, dude. Come on, get up here. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, get right there, dude. Yeah. At 2 years old, he owns a house, has 2 passive incomes, a personal chef, and a driver. Follow Fred for more personal financial advice. He's a winner. Right, Fred? Yep, that's a good joke. And then, anyway, here we go. Anyway, Michael K7S8T, you're a piss with the phones. I always buy a Pro Max. You have to like the larger screen. Also, they've made it aluminum. It dents easy, and they say the paint chips off. Everybody raves about the colors. These phones are not put in a case. People are foolish. Still have to tie the thing. I think Tim came out today, and it's not that he's got small hands. It's that his phone wouldn't fit in the thing he's gonna use for his motorcycle. So he had to get a smaller one because of the motorcycle. And he just, whatever, his hands. He's a small dude, 5'4", little dude, size 9 feet. Yeah. And then the bags under his eyes, the puffy face, the squinting eyes. He's been drinking. Yeah, I agreed with that too. That one where he ranted at night where he was drinking, I think he was drinking. You know, like Dinger said, you know, maybe pouring some vodka in the non-alcoholic beer, or had a real alcoholic beer that he was drinking in between, or filled up a non-alcoholic beer thing with the real beer. Anyway, Pool Pulse, that's right on track there. Yep. And then, oh yeah. Sorry about that. And then this was a good one. You failed your drug test. I had a poppy seed bagel. That's why I failed my drug test. We'll explain the weed and the cocaine. Well, it was an everything bagel. There you go. You're there. There's your other dad joke. I like that one. Yep. And then this door's getting done. Are you telling me you never picked up and tested the phone before you bought it? Come on, you don't do that with a car or other buys. Yeah, see, this doer's getting it done. He ain't buying it, Tim. And if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. These were on Tim's channel. And it seems like you're losing your mind. Best luck finding it. That was Mark's vision. CGY do it and doers getting it done. Yeah, those were comments on Tim's channel. Looks like you have made more videos to pay for your buyer's remorse. LOL. That was Robert Hodges. He left that on Tim's comments. I don't know. I haven't looked to see if they're still there or not. And then this is good because Tim responded to this one. JCUW3TV said, "Holy bagels with cream cheese, Batman. Baker tipped someone $5. Hold the presses." Yeah, that got like 49 likes. And then Sarasota Tim responded to that one, and he said, "It just has to be done. It's one of those things where there's nowhere to go." And the guy just said, "Leave it here. How do you not recognize a huge break like that? You have no idea how big of a break it was." Yeah, so it was only for Tim's benefit that he got a tip. I don't know, whatever, Tim. Yeah. The holy bagels with cream cheese. Yep, that was good. And then the thumbnail, I'm going to put it up there. The Honda Goldwing GCT, the ultimate touring machine. Just got smarter and faster. This motorcycle's the bomb, not like Tim's. Tim's is the old thrown away booby doo. Yep. And Tim and Blind Views. How many 70-year-old carnivores do you know? I don't know. How many 70-year-old carnivores are there? Didn't they stroke out, have a heart attack, gone? Yeah, like New York Dan was saying, yeah, you had cavemen on the carnivore diet, but they didn't live past 30. There's a reason for that. It's that carnivore diet. Your arteries gonna get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller with all that cholesterol, and then that's what happens. Clog the pipes with calcium and all that stuff. That's what the doctor's trying to tell you. They see it every day. They see people die from it every day, and they try to tell you carnivore people that, but you don't listen. Lost 2 credit cards, found 2 credit cards. That mystery's over. Ooh, that was a big, exciting one. He's buying a lot of stuff for being on a fixed income and not giving a shit nor shinola about where the money's coming from. A $40 lunch with his daughter. Oh my God, the soda was this, the thing was this, and then we had to leave a tip, which was this and this and this. Oh, by the way, did I tell you I got $100 gloves and a $200 coat and little things for my feet for my bike that were like $200, and this was $200, and this was $100, and this and that. And then he spent like, I don't know, all day trying to get his motorcycle helmet to talk to his phone. That was funny. And he could, he's so mental. He's so anal. He's so spastic. He can't do anything until he gets it solved. He can't just let it sit and do something else. And Mr. Techie Wi-Fi telling you to set your strong passwords as like all 6s or all 1s. Yeah, Tim, that was great advice. And then sharing passwords with neighbors. Oh, I met neighbors, and stuff like that. What, like neighbors like you, Tim? Would you give Sarasota Tim your password? And check it out. He's got real close family members that know about his Amazon link, know how to use it, and don't. What does that say? What does that say? If I had an Amazon account, my son would probably use it. My wife would probably use it. My mother-in-law would probably use it if it was something like that. So I think that says a lot about Tim, that he's got very close family members that buy a lot of stuff from Amazon and it doesn't cost them 1 penny more, and they don't do it. Some New York Dan head knots for you. Yep. So sharing your Wi-Fi passwords and doing all that stuff. And I wrote other notes, but I put them in my phone, which I'm recording on, so I can't get them, dude. So anyway, oh yeah, but what I wanted to do, well, get up here, dude. Come on, jump. Yep, dude. Yeah, like I said, if you want a dog that wants to bug you every 5 seconds, that's this guy, the Fredster. You want a dog that's like a cat, just wants to lay next to you and lick himself and just hang out and do nothing all day. That's the Evister. Yeah, they're both great dogs, just for different reasons. Yeah. Oh, so let's get on the YouTubies and see this other stuff. Yeah. I didn't do a video the other night. I was tired, didn't feel like it. I got up at 4:45 this morning and I worked until 5:30 or something. It's like 11-hour day. Ooh, it's a long day. But made lots of numbers in my bank account, which I'll get in a week or two or something like that, however that works out. But that'll drop in my bank account. And then, I know. And so that'd be good. Yeah, because we got an apartment and a house to pay for all at the same time. But the son might be moving in there because he might move in there to get his house sold, get it all ready and stuff like that. We'll work it out. Wife thinks she's going to break the lease with some ginormous corporation. I don't think so. They'll say, you can move out, but you're going to pay every penny you owe us. Yeah, that's how it'll go. But she seems to think that she can sweet talk him into something, like sweet talking him into saying, oh, well, we got 2 dogs. We're just paying for 1. Well, that didn't happen. Yeah. So anyway, so let's see. Sarasota Tim, he got the flu shot yesterday and it gave him the flu. He don't know nothing. Yep. I watched that one. It's 12 minutes, 3 hours ago. He's already got 1,000 views. That's pretty cool. And then he changed the grips on his bike 11 hours ago. He got 1,000.2 views. In his morning chat 13 hours ago, he got 2,000 views. Oh, come on, dude. Yep. And blood work, 2,000 views. Morning rant, 3,000 views. Apple made his iPhone exchange into a huge deal. That got 3.3, but that was cool because Tim was drunk in that video. You watched that nighttime video? And he's got the shades down because it's not nighttime. Because Tammy works a regular job, 9 to 5, prison job. That's where it comes from. So Tammy goes to work and it's Tim's film time. Yep. And so Tim makes all his videos. And he's trying to fake like he's living in that camper, but he isn't. Yep. He's trying to fake that out. So anyway, Tammy goes to work. So then he gets up and he goes to work. And he works a 9 to 5 job making videos. And then he's dark at night because he's out with Tammy. They're going out to dinner and doing Tammy and Tim stuff, whatever that is. Who knows? Yeah. And that's good. Blind views. He said, yeah, Nomadic Fanatic, you knew he needed a window in that door. I mean, I don't know who couldn't think he needed a window. He got 2K on that video. Good job, Blind Views. And then he talked about his stupid cat tree, which I think is pretty cool. He got 2,000 views on that. Good job, dude. Yep. And then Battle of the Holy Men, 3,000. Wow. And 2,000 on his live stream and 4,000 on Nomadic Fanatic is sober. I don't know. Back home from Florida, less than 2,000. Nobody cared. Yeah, all these videos where he's just out in the sunshine, nobody cares. They don't want to see Blind Views in the sunshine. Yep. Oh yeah, and Cal-Pote is trying to pick a fight with Squirrel Bait Parodies. Squirrel Bait Parodies don't care. Who cares what Blind Views want? I mean, who cares what Cal-Pote wants? He's gonna get mad at me for saying this, but you do what you want to do. If you want to call the show, call the show. You don't want to call the show, don't call the show. Don't. I mean, I know you won't do it, but don't let him try to bait you into that kind of stuff. He's a nut. He's a numb nut at times. And that's him being a nun nut, like him calling Miss Vicky stuff. You know, I tell him that's no good. It don't nude, whatever. But anyway, um, I don't know. You pick who your friends are. You don't pick who your friends are. I don't know. But I like him. But he doesn't. You know, he doesn't do all the things that I would like him to do. But neither does my wife. I don't do stuff my wife wants me to do. You know, people are like, can't you control him? She's like, no, he's a loser. He does what he wants. Yeah. So anyway, and then I don't know, the holy man, nomadic fanatic. He put a window in. He's gonna go traveling. Hopefully, old man Grifter will go down to Quartzsite when Tater's there and get some sort of interview. And the Battle of the Holy Men, maybe he can interview them. I don't know. Some people think it was all fake to get views, and Blind Views said that they took both their videos down. So why would you take your videos down? Maybe it was fake. Maybe it was just to get views. I don't know. It seemed real to me, but what do I know? Tim has pulled the wool over my eyes more than once. So I fall for this stuff a lot. So I don't know. But I figure a lot of stuff out. I don't know. We'll see. Time always tells. So we're not going to know right at this second, but we'll know eventually. Yep. But anyway, Blind Views, good job, man. You're getting good views for being blind. Blind Views isn't blind, by the way, in case you don't know that. Sees really good. Maybe not side to side, but he can see someone way out in the distance, and he can see buildings way out in the distance and tell you the different kind of buildings. That's pretty good vision. And like Karl-Bohemian said, I bet if his wife had something and he had to get her to the hospital, he could drive her there. Yeah. So he's not blind, and he could work. Mikey could work. Tater could work. Well, Tater guy, I guess, is working kind of. And the other guy can work. You know, I don't know what all this is that's not working and wanting you guys to pay their living expenses. I don't know. I don't get it. But anyway, Mikey still needs that $300 chainsaw. And then Blind View said he needed something else. I forget what he's big. Oh, a ladder. Yeah, he needs a ladder. Yep. So you got to get him that. Anyway, that's pretty much all that's going on. Yeah. That I can catch up on. I've been watching a lot of, like Timmy, you know, I've been thinking about truck driving, owner operating, driving around, doing something, you know. I got a truck job that's just 3 days a week, and I want to work more than that. I do Spark and Amazon, but I don't know. I know how to drive the big rigs, and I love driving the big rigs because there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you know the song. Yep. So anyway, did do a video last night or yesterday, so this one I guess is 18 minutes. So if there's supposed to be 8 minutes, that would be 16 minutes. So hey, I'm golden. I'm golden. So I'm gonna start coughing here in a second anyway. So you guys have a great night. Do it upright. Gonna wake up early, hit it tomorrow. Get some more numbers on a sheet of paper in my bank account. Yep, that's how we do it here. We have all our numbers at the bank. Karl-Bohemian has all his paper money, pretty little paper with pretty little green pictures on it. Neither one of them mean a dang bit of nonsense if the whole world goes to poopy. Yeah. So I only hope the whole world doesn't go to poopy. Why I want to spend it, and we can hang on. Here's little Fredster. Hello guys, how you doing? Okay, so we got Fredster in there. We'll see you later. Have a great night.